Hey everyone, it's Cold Brew here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, today again I'm on my Cold Brew alt account and I want to showcase Kael. Of course, you've seen videos before of Kael. Kael at level 60, at level 50. He's a great champion. He's the best starter champion you can possibly get in the game. Out of the four, we've got Aethel, Galak, and Elhain. Kael is the first choice you should make, and the reason is because of his skill set. We're gonna look at those later, but the first thing I want to show, guys, before we get into how I actually gear him and what I do with his skills and what I do with his masters, I want to show you how he clears brutal campaign. Just the first thing, and then we're gonna get to the rest. This is the gear. I'm going to show you the minimum gear required to basically clear brutal campaign. I've got 4 pieces of gear on with this kind of stats as a total. So the totals are 17,000 health, 1.8k attack, defense 1.7, 155 speed, critical rate 63%, that's very low, 92% critical damage. Of course, I get a few bonuses from the masteries, but the great haul is very minimum, like 8% from the great haul. I think that's negligible. It's not something that you should be really basing your opinion on about that. My great haul is what makes a difference, because this is of course my alt account. So I'm going in with this gear. I'm going to show you how he can even clear campaign with this gear. So let's go. So with that gear, Kael is going to go in. It's going to take a lot of time, of course, because he's going to take more turns than usual to kill the enemies. His attacks are weaker than with his proper gear. But look at this. The first wave is down. He's going to go through a rotation of his attacks. And then, yeah, it's going to take about a minute. That's how long it takes. And of course, he's going to clear it, because as you can see, he just rotates through all of his kills. It resets as he takes more turns. And then, yeah, that's it basically. So we're at 35 seconds. There we go. 1 enemy down. 2 enemies down. It's gonna be a minute, I think. I think it's gonna be a minute for the clear. No, even less. Okay. So there we go. 48 seconds. I know that's long for brutal campaign stage 3. This is the stage that you should be focusing on your farm. This is where you're gonna spend a lot of time farming that food to level up your other champions. But here you're gonna have your starter champion. He's gonna be the one that first does this for you, especially if you're free to play. Kael is going to be the one that carries you through. So stage 12-3 can be farmed with this gear. This is very basic gear, guys, like 48% and 35% critical damage. That's basically nothing. I mean, the rolls are indeed great in my weapon. The chest could be I mean, attack percentage, this would have been much better, but it's just 8% here. So if you can average that through, maybe you get lucky here with 3 rolls in critical rate, or 2 rolls in critical rate. And the boots are very basic boots. These are just 5-star boots with speed. And the rolls are critical rate and critical damage in attack. I mean, you can farm the boots very easily. The shield, okay, this is a 6-star shield. So it's like 11 speed and critical rate and critical damage. But I mean, yeah, I'm not wearing anything else. And I managed to clear brutal campaign stage 3. So this is the proper gear I use on my Kael, and I use him on my alt account. As I said before, my alt account is a challenge account for me, because I do not use anything other than basic champions that are farmed, like War Maiden, Berserker, Greybeard, High Kazun, and Spirit Host. Guys, for Kael, you just need to focus on critical rate, critical damage in order to clear and help you go through each and every stage of the game, being arena, the dungeons, and of course the clan boss. But like you said, is that's what gonna help you through to actually progress even further, because the Legacy Sword just gives you a lot of survivability. The more the champion survives, the more turns he have to do more damage. So it's not always damage the key. I mean, I could have put 6 items that give me attack percentage, but this is not the solution for this kind of champion. So here I'm focusing on just getting as close to 100% critical rate, 83%, and a lot of critical damage. Of course, I get some speed. Of course, my attack is a bit higher now that I have my full gear set on. Accuracy, focus in accuracy, of course, to get that poisons to stick on the clan boss. So this is the gear that I use on this account. This is a very basic account, and I'm gonna go through like the hard boss or normal boss in the clan boss. I mean, those are the bosses that you're gonna first be going in the early game. You're probably not gonna use Kael much later on, but I've seen many accounts that actually do use him, and he's a great alternative for a poisoner if you don't have something else. Because look at this, his A1 attacks 1 enemy and an 80% chance of placing 2.5% poison debuff for 2 turns. So yeah, This is a good A1. It does apply a poison, although the weaker one, he would have been so much stronger if this was the 5% poison. But still, this is a good amount of poison for an early game account. And then his A2, this is what makes him really great. Attacks all enemies, has an extra 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Fill the thermometer of this champion by 25% for each enemy killed. So imagine for him, Kael goes in, he attacks with this skill with this A2, and then his thermometer fills up by the number of enemies killed. So if you kill 2, you get 50% thermometer. That's crazy. That's crazy, especially in places like the spider boss. This really helps for Kael to take more turns, reset his cooldowns, and help you clear that spider. So Disintegrate attacks 4 times at random, has a 40% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. This is also great for that clan boss. So with just 2 skill ups here, you get a 50% chance to place a poison debuff for 2 turns. And it's a 4-hit attack. So if you do get all those hits, that's 4 poisons that do 5% damage. That's a lot, guys. And the cooldown is just 4 turns. I mean, this is a great skill for a rare and a champion that you get from the beginning of the game. So this is why he's number 1. Seriously. So you don't see here, but I did go for War Master. So so the masteries for Kael, of course, going War Master, getting kill streak right here to get that extra bit of damage, and of course, I also got Blood Shield in the case that I'm having trouble clearing the brutal campaign. As your gear progresses through, you're not gonna need this, but it's a good alternative if you don't have anything better. Although I could have used, instead of going for Blood Shield here, I could have gone for another one in the support tree. I always go for Cycle of Violence because I also use him to clear the brutal campaign. Bring it down, increases damage inflicted by 6%. This is a very, very good one. Life Drink here, always good to have that extra bit of healing. This one, Single Out, is also good. Critical damage, critical rate on the top. And of course, Grim Resolve. I also use this because in times when Kael is low, he needs to do that extra bit of damage instead of when he's full. When he's lower, he's going to do extra bit of damage. He's going to heal up, and then he can keep on going on the clan boss. Of course, you can go for here to do that extra bit of damage for the arena. It depends where you want to focus on and what other champions you have with Kael. For the support tree, I went for accuracy. That's a very basic one. You need as much accuracy as possible. Then I went for Exalting Death because this is what really helps me to clear that brutal campaign. Ideally, you could have gone for Charged Focus, but the reason this is not that optimal is increases accuracy by 20 when this champion has no skills on cooldown. The thing is, Kael might use his A2 first. If he does use his A2, then this will not apply for his A3, so this won't help his poison stick. But if he instead uses A3 first instead of A2, then this will be a good alternative as a mastery. But instead, yeah, I just went for Exalting Death. Then I went for Arcane Celerity. This one, to get that extra bit of thermometer when my debuff expire, you can also go for accuracy right here. But the thing is, this will only apply as +4 accuracy on the clan boss. If you're not having a counterattack setup, and you won't have it probably in the beginning of the game, you want to go for this one to get that extra bit of chance to get thermometer. Thermometer is going to help you get more turns. And so by getting more turns, you're going to do more damage. This is how I view it anyway. Just 4 accuracy on the clan boss. It's going to be nothing. On the dungeons, of course, that's another case. But on the dungeons, when you reach the bosses, again, the boss is going to be either 1 or 3 champions. So either 4 or +12 accuracy is not going to make a huge difference, in my opinion. So then I went for Lore of Steel. This was before I actually broke my sets. I can actually go for a reset of my masteries, but I'm going to leave them as is because this might be useful in the future, and a free reset is worth a lot of gems. So I'm holding there until I find something, maybe another set that I can then supplement on my Kael. Master Hexer here is always good to extend the duration of debuffs. This is a much better option than going for Sniper, in my opinion, but I could have gone, instead of two trees here on offense, I could have gone for Sniper and also Master Hexer. Those are very good choices for the support tree. So this is how I built him. Of course, I know this is not optimal, but because I use him in every single place on this account, I use him in both campaign, dungeons, arena, clan boss. I use him every single place. He's the main one, the main man in my account, on this alt account. First up, we're gonna go in the arena. I use High Cartoon, War Maiden, Kael, and Spirit Hose. Instead of Spirit Hose, you can go Berserker. I'll show you both, and you can judge by yourself. I'm just gonna go here. There we go, and Berserker just clears. So this is one fight with Berserker, and if I instead use Spirit Hose, it's gonna be the same thing, but possibly just Kael, just clearing up. So there we go, and now we have to wait a bit for the debuff, for the buff to clear. But again, as you can see, Kael here is the main man. He's the main one that does all the damage here. If he dies, if something happens to him in the beginning, well, you basically lose the arena fight. So I'm gonna show you another one here, and then there we go. There we go. Duchess is so annoying. So annoying. Especially with this kind of free-to-play setup that I do have. So there we go. Berserker just go for the clear. So I'm going to show you also how fast he clears when you change the gear and put very optimal gear. So you saw my gear. Once I put everything on, 3 seconds to reach wave 2. And he should do the A2 now, the strong one. There we go, 11 seconds. We needed 49 in the previous one. But for this one, we need, I think, 25. Gonna be 25. Oh no, it's gonna be more. Yeah, it's gonna be more. There we go, 27. I was very close to 25. But you see the difference. It's still a very good clear, and it's a guaranteed clear. And in my opinion, there's no way you're gonna lose with that kind of gear. But next up, we're gonna have the clan boss. I'm gonna show you. Let's say for brutal, I'm not gonna go brutal because this is locked on this clan. I'm gonna show you on I guess hard boss here. Just gonna use the 5 free-to-play setup here. It's gonna be 1 or 2 minutes in the clan boss, but the idea here is that basically everyone does their thing. There's no setups like counterattack. There's no speed boosters here other than High Cartoon. There's a good block debuffs there from Spirit Host. There's a good amount of damage for both Berserker and War Maiden, but the one that does the damage here is the poisons from Kael. He's the only one actually with the lifesteal set out of the 5. I know that's wrong, and if you're gonna focus on a clan boss team, you should have lifesteal sets on everyone. But for my team, I only have Kael right now because the others are focused for arena, and arena you don't want to focus on lifesteal sets. So yeah, Kael is the one that does the most amount of damage, and he's gonna be the one that survives in the end. It's gonna take the team about 2 minutes to die. And look at the poisons up at the top. We have defense down from War Maiden and 4 poisons, 2.5% poisons from Kael. Hoping he does apply his A3. We see some strong poisons to get a bigger number on the clan boss. Let's see how many poisons we have. Okay, we have 2 5% poisons and 3 2.5% poisons. Not bad. 4 poisons there. That's a good bit of chunk of damage that Kael is gonna be doing every single turn the boss takes. So whoa, War Maiden with the survive there. 23k hit. We had just 1 poison there. War Maiden down, and now the next AoE should be the one that kills 2. 66,000 from Berserker. And boom. Okay, so 2 left. About 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'm guessing. Come on, Kael. Survive. You're my hope. But no, guys. Oh, he got a stun. Yeah, that was it. The stun is what did it. 2.9 million, guys, on Demon Lord hard. Of course, he didn't have anyone there to support him with the removal of buffs from the boss, for example. a better removal of debuffs, a better healing there. It could have been so much better, but these are all champions that are farmable. So this is why I'm showcasing this. But yeah, Kael is amazing, and he can also clear the Dragon's Lair. You've probably seen my video, but I'm gonna show it again in case you haven't seen it. He can even clear stage 13, which is the one that you want to focus on. Stage 13 gives you 6-star gear. Once you start beating this, 6-star gear is yours. It's gonna take 14 energy, but still, if you can clear it very fast, it's gonna be a good way for you to slowly get gear that's gonna help you progress through the game and probably reach Dragon 20, and that's where the more guaranteed gear is, 5-star and 6-star. So 10 seconds to reach wave 3. Kael is the one again that does most of the damage, and he's the one that's gonna kill the boss really with his poisons. That's how you kill very easily the boss. It's not gonna be the whole team. He's gonna be the good poisoner, because every single time that the dragon boss takes a turn, he's gonna get significant damage on him because of every single poison that applies on the dragon. So see all those hits there, barely did any damage. So look at the health meter once the poisons tick in. So you're gonna see once he applies more poisons, it's gonna be a huge chunk right off immediately there. There we go. There we go. So 60%, 50%, the boss. And it should be under 1 minute 20. There we go. So 1 minute 14. That's a great amount of time needed to kill 13, and that's all because of Kael. So guys, if you did like this showcase of a budget Kael, this is gonna be an account that's very early throughout the game. Probably like day 60, you're gonna have a Kael that looks like this. Of course, he's gonna be your priority to take him to level 60. So if you have him built differently as a beginner, please leave your comments down below. We can discuss this more. But of course, if you're a more end-game player, leave your comments down there on how you use him. Probably use him more for the clan boss instead of everywhere else. But indeed, Kael is one of the best champions, out of the best 4-star champions that we have. And he does help you clear very, very fast the Brew campaign. I mean, out of the starters, I would say he's the second best. I think Aethel clears it better just because she buffs herself with attack. She doesn't need anyone else to buff her. She buffs herself with attack up. So her AoE does way more damage, and her A3 actually helps reset her A2 even faster. But still, both of those are very good farmers. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. This was Brew Gaming. And of course, guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.